episode 3867. Don't miss the sweets.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. Are you ready? Oh, come on. I know you are. It's Friday, and I want you to be ready. It's Confessions of an Upset Mama. Oh, and happy Halloween. And I got to tell you, don't miss those sweets. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already even had the opportunity, you want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the K.I.S.S newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, this episode is brought to you by AIM, inspiring connection and community. We'll take a deep breath because it is Halloween. Whether you celebrate it or not, it's a great excuse to have sweets. Oh yes, delicious chocolate, everything. And I know, don't tell me it's not good for you. I get it. But you know what? What's 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 10 or 12, whatever it is, enjoy it. Have fun with your kids. If you're going trick-or-treating, just be safe out there. And also, in the spirit of everything that's happening right now in the world with the hurricane, I've not mentioned that recently. And I just want you to join with us here at Create Your Now in prayer for those impacted. It has been a wild, horrific, crazy, chaotic storm. A hurricane that it's hard to fathom. So pray if you can help, donate, make sure you know who you're donating to. It's very important. And if we're blessed and we can give those blessings to others and be able to serve them in a time of need, all the more that we can bless them, right? I mean, we get blessed because we are blessing. And so I don't want you to think that, when we come here at Create Your Now, we're just bearing all of everything and we don't see the world around us. We are. But right here at Create Your Now, you get to show up. You get to decide the attitude you're going to take up into the world today. You get to decide your decisions, what you're going to get on your to-do list, how you're going to handle life when it comes to kids, marriage, when you're dealing with your community, your church. I mean, just all of it, because you can't go and compartmentalize your life. You just can't. You are one human whole being. And really learning to live that holistic life, walking authentically God's way every single day is really key. And it doesn't mean it's going to be easy. And that brings us to what? Our favorite subject, children. Oh my goodness. And I have to kind of giggle a little bit because we are a child of God. And I could only imagine what he thinks about us sometimes, thinking, come on, Christiane, I have told you this umpteen thousand times. I mean, literally using my own phrases or my mom's or my grandmother's or my great-grandmother's, right? The phrases keep coming out and you're like, yeah, and you find yourself doing the same thing to your children. It's a great reminder to pause and really to think about how is God looking at us and how are we looking at our children? Parenting isn't just about teaching right from wrong or setting rules. It's about guiding our children on the path ahead with love and patience and encouragement and kindness. Yes, kids can just fry your nerves and just drive you crazy and drain your energy. You're juggling school and activities and community commitments and church and all of this and these to-do lists that just keep going like Santa Claus's list. But don't miss the sweets, the moments we're celebrating with your kids. Because, my friend, life doesn't have to be perfectly smooth for you to cheer on your children. For whatever reason, we miss that a lot. We show up for the graduations or the dance recitals or maybe the job promotion or a raise. Maybe it's, you bought your first house, a wedding, a new baby, all of these things. And sometimes even we celebrate life in the manner of, we got a medical diagnosis, we don't like it, but we're going to celebrate you anyway. And we're going to be okay with it. We're going to pray ourselves through it. But very rarely do we celebrate the little things. Oh man, Joe, you were so kind today. Sue, you were amazing. You helped out your friend without having to be told. Jim Bob, you went and cleaned your room. Maybe you need to tell Tom that every single day. Can you flush the toilet? I know, TMI, but seriously, when they do it, are you celebrating that? Or are you just so busy, caught up in everything that you miss the little things that make all the difference? Because that's when we need encouragement the most, right? When life is happening and we've got all this stuff, but we forget about the little things. And when that frustration creeps in and patience runs thin and energy dips, the temptation is to miss all those precious wins amid the noise. You've got the chaos and, you're dealing with the CRAP of life. If you want to be the parent who balances teaching and training with love and lifting up, you've got to avoid missing the sweets. That is your Kiss to Keep It Simple strategy. Avoid missing the sweets. I mean, come on, it's Halloween. Trick or treat. Give me something good to eat. Fill my heart with love and joy so we can live forevermore in happiness together. I'm not sure where this is going, but I'm just going to keep going with it. Sometimes my mind just goes, but you see, that's the issue with us. As parents, we've got a lot to juggle. And sometimes we talk in a phrase or two to our children, and other times we give them dissertations. But what happens to the sweetness in between? Where does that go? Where's their basket of, you're amazing, you're so kind, you're generous, you make a difference in the people you hang out with, like they look up to you. Maybe you got to encourage them and say, you're a pioneer in the field that you're in. You're doing something extraordinary that, yes, people are thinking about it, but you've got a different mindset to this. But a lot of times we're actually running around with our basket empty, our little bucket that says, please give me support. Please give me some sweets. Please acknowledge what I'm doing well. We miss the mark because we're disciplining all the time. And not that that's not important, okay? It is important. But if we're always just being harsh and just laying everything on them like, you should be better, why didn't you do this right? How are they ever going to make it through when they do something right to begin with, let alone when they do something bad? Are they going to be able to climb that mountain when all they feel like is they're just drowning in all the negativity? So what does it look like to avoid missing the sweets, and something you can do right now as a mama? Number 1, celebrate small wins out loud and often. Because too often we wait for the big moments, right? I already mentioned this, the graduations, all of this, to praise our kids, right? To say, oh my gosh, you're so amazing. We've got December graduations coming up. My son is participating in a December graduation. And I share this with you because he's completing his master's. Now, he completed it a semester before, but they don't walk during that time. So he's having to graduate, or technically walk, he's already graduated, but to walk and show. Well, you know what? Did I hold all my congratulations for him? No. We already celebrated that. Now, is he going to do it? Yes. Why? Because it's ceremonial. There's something special about it. He will never get that back again if he doesn't do it. Now, I will tell you this. We let him make that decision, right? We encouraged him to walk, but we said, hey, if you're the one who says, this is not for me, then we're not going to push it. But if you want to walk, we are going to be there cheering you on. But we don't wait to cheer him on. And that's the issue here. We've got to celebrate the everyday successes, finishing that homework without a fight, trying a new sport, right? You've got football and soccer, and you've got all these little leagues, not the little league, but these little sports things where you're learning t-ball or soccer or softball or baseball or football, flag football, and even some tackle football, right? You've got all these different levels, dance and gymnastics and everything. And you're just like, it's a lot. It is a lot. But encourage them by saying, gosh, you're doing so good trying something brand new. I know this feels uncomfortable, but you're incredible. If you've got a young one, or even an older one, honestly, and they're sharing with their sibling, say, wow, I love that. Your heart lights up, believe it or not, when you're sharing with your sister. Or maybe it's just even showing kindness, having a sweet word with someone, even with a stranger. After school, instead of asking, did you get your homework done? Maybe you should say something like, I noticed how focused you were on your math today. Way to go. That's awesome, bud. Keep it up. Praise specific behaviors, not just results. When you verbally highlight their effort and their choices, you're pumping in the positive energy that reinforces their best habits and builds confidence. A lot of times our kiddos have to borrow the confidence from us. I like to say, hey, here's my torch. Take my confidence, my torch. I'm giving it to you. I'm going to hold it up because I believe in you. Now go do it, and it'll get easier and easier and easier. And they need that from us as moms. They need that from you too, dads. So don't just assume that they know that you love them and that you celebrate them and you think they're doing awesome. You need to celebrate it literally out loud and often. Number 2, schedule mini celebration breaks. I love this one. I'm like, we need to do this more often. But when life gets hectic, because it does, carve out intentional pauses, not these big productions, but just these little intentional pauses to just enjoy your child's company. These moments will become your sweet spots in life. So maybe you pick one day a week for a simple celebration snack together, like homemade cookies or fruit smoothies. Use this time to ask not about their grades or did they get the room cleaned up or, whatever it is, or maybe it has something to do with the bathroom. We'll leave that again for another episode. But what made them laugh today? Or what they're proud of? What did you do at school today? The project that you're working on, what is it? What were you able to overcome? Maybe they're in a new job. How is it with your boss? Are you able to communicate? Do you feel a little bit better? Maybe it's not perfect yet, but are you finally kind of getting into some form of the groove, right? These breaks remind both of you that the relationship matters more than the endless grind. It's not about always having to get up early and stay up late. It's not about being involved in 10,000 things only to feel like you're involved in nothing because you are so exhausted all the time. But it's about saying, you know what? You matter to me. I see you. I want to celebrate with you. And I'm going to take these little breaks because you know what? Life is crazy. But what I have with you is more important. And then finally, number 3. Lead with encouragement when discipline is needed. You know what, Mom? Tough lessons don't have to come wrapped in frustration or harsh words all the time. You can hold boundaries and still fuel your child's self-esteem. You can do it. So instead of, you never listen, what's your deal? Maybe say this, I know you can handle this. Let's figure out what you can remember that will help you next time. And when kids feel supported, even when corrected, they're more likely to embrace the lesson and less likely to shut down. They're not going to cover up their ears. They're going to open up their heart. And that's what you want. That's parenting well, my friend. And yeah, I get it. Parenting is hard work, no doubt. That's why we need more chocolate. Okay, or something sweet, right? But if you become the parent who cheers and teaches, trains and encourages, you're giving your children a foundation they can't get anywhere else. Don't let the stress make you miss the sweetness right in front of you. I'm serious. It is so important. We sometimes just get so bogged down. We want to wear that badge of honor, acting like, I'm so busy, I've got so much to do. But really, do you? Seriously, think about it. Your kids are not home for very long. And let me tell you, every moment you have with them should be precious, even if you're disciplining them. Even, yes, if you have to have harsh words or strict words. But don't forget to celebrate, right? You're shaping who your kiddos are going to become. You have an incredible amounts of influence. So take a deep breath and don't miss the sweets. Go in peace, be present, be incredible, be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day and weekend. Oh, and don't forget, happy Halloween. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.